and welcome to Is This Good? The show where we boldly, conclusively, and scientifically decide what things in this big wide world are good. I'm Matt Austin, and with me, as always, is production powerhouse Jason Doyle.
Hello.
Hi, JD. Great to have you with us. And guess who just got back today? Them wild-eyed boys that had been away. Haven't changed. Had much to say, but man, I still think them cats are crazy. From No Dunks, the oldest and best boss From No Dunks, the oldest and best basketball podcast in the world, the boys are back in town. It's Jay, Skeets, and Trey Kirby. Skeets and Trey, welcome back to Is This Good?
Yes, thank you. What a time in Salt Lake City.
Oh, we were loving it. Smashed it at the Urban Lounge. People can't stop talking about our performance.
Can you believe that one thing happened?
That was a crazy thing. Unbelievable.
I can't get over that one
that thing was wild, man. Unexpected.
Yeah.
Okay, so the comedy in this portion of the podcast is coming from the fact that though this is coming out on Monday, right after All-Star Weekend, we're actually recording it just before you guys leave for All-Star Weekend.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Are you excited for your big trip?
Yeah, we are. Yeah. I'm a little nervous still whether or not I'm taking boots.
Oh, yeah, don't take boots.
I'm not taking boots, yeah.
Are you at the point of the season where, how many episodes have you done so far this season?
A good question, honestly. 150?
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
Halfway
150 to
through-ish.
170, yeah.
Okay, are you at the part of the season where you're white-knuckling it to get to the playoffs? Or are you doing okay so far?
Honestly, doing okay. I can't answer for everybody, but it's gone very fast. I feel like the shows have been great. Classic Factory's humming along. Mm-hmm. We got our guy Jerome helping us out. We got Eshua in the factory half the time now. I can't believe it's already and the halfway point. I mean, the All-Star break. It's not even the halfway point. You know, Matt, as the season.
It's like 2/3.
Yeah, there's like 20 games left when we come back. Man.
Yeah, now
we are back.
Now that we're back here
Yeah,
from
yeah.
All-Star.
Yeah, now that we're back.
Yeah, Matt, you know the NBA schedule. You know the tentpole events. We just went through two big ones here.
Yeah.
Trade deadline, All-Star weekend. Now is when we start white-knuckling it here in the last month and a half of the season. At least we got some exciting playoff races that we're watching. And, of course, that incredible All-Star game last night.
Oh, amazing. One of the best.
I couldn't believe the things we were seeing out there.
I can't believe the flight home. Let's talk about that.
Tass on that flight? I couldn't believe it, man.
Got tased.
He was there early. That was weird, man. He showed up like 2 hours early, Tass did, for this flight.
It was crazy.
Well, he missed his flight. He was supposed to go before.
Yeah, and then he got on our
And then
flight.
he ended up on our
Yeah,
flight.
that's classic Tass, though. So.
Yeah.
All right, well, get ready, because at the end of this podcast, there will be an Elam ending. So
nice.
just in honor of the All-Star game last night. You guys were talking, we were talking just before we went live, or we're not really live, but before we went on air, that your favorite part of a podcast is the housekeeping at the start. Is that true?
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Yeah,
I love I love to find out how other hosts relay their information.
Yeah, okay, well, I try to change it up because I feel like people tune me out when I just say the same thing every time. So tell me what you think of this. I'm going to present to you right now the podcast pyramid of housekeeping, okay?
Yeah.
This is based on the old, completely wrong and erroneous USDA food pyramid, okay? Okay, the bottom of the pyramid where your grains and breads, that's subscribing. So you want to do that on YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts. The show's called Is This Good? It's not hard to find. And it's good for you, like a big bowl of millet. Now, the next echelon of the pyramid is fruits and veggies. That's following. You can do as much of that as you want. That won't cost you anything in the gut or the pocketbook. We got Is This Good Pod on Instagram and TikTok. We're sharing fun vids. We're keeping you updated. We're building a community. The next level of the pyramid, that's dairy and meat, the co-equal branches of that section for some reason. That's leaving reviews on Apple Podcasts. That's the dairy. And telling friends and family members, that's the meat. Okay, this is about discovery, helping other people find the show. Reviews and recommendations, they're like cheese on a hamburger. They go together well. And the top of the pyramid, your fats, oils, and sweets, that's clicks, engagements, and smiles. Like a video, comment on the show, have a larf.
Yeah.
Those are our most precious resources. You know, I understand you got to use them sparingly at the top of the pyramid.
Right.
So that's the podcast pyramid of housekeeping. What do you think? I think that made a lot of sense.
Absolutely. That's perfect. Yeah.
I feel like I've been over smiling though. Watch it, man.
Yeah.
Use it sparingly.
It's true.
Do you think Bill Simmons might steal this pyramid?
Put it in his next book.
You think the Egyptian government is worried that Bill Simmons is going to steal their pyramids?
No, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
What about Bass Pro Shops taking a pyramid, making it a store?
Oh, in Memphis. Yeah, that's a great. I've been there.
Have you?
Tutankhamun buried right below where they keep the boats. There's a tiny
The
little
kayaks. Yeah, he's in a kayak, I heard.
Okay, guys, the premise of the show is very simple. I'm going to give you a topic. You tell me if it's good. This week, something a little different. I'm going to clean out the mailbag. So I have a lot of topics that you people sent in that I think are interesting, but I truly have no idea how much discussion they'll generate, if any at all. So we can go through these as quickly or slowly as you want because I have a whole bunch of them.
Okay.
So let the mail dump commence. First topic. Christine L. asks, dance circles. Are they good? So she continues. Dance circles essentially stop 99% of the dance floor from dancing and force people to sway awkwardly, waiting for someone to enter that circle. So clearly, Christine thinks dance circles are not good. What do you guys think? This might be something you've never thought of before. You just might have thought they're always there, so they must be good.
I loved this one because my immediate reaction was like, of course they're good. But then you take a second and you think about the issues of a dance circle, and I almost start to convince myself the opposite. Because the big part, I think they are good, but the problem is nobody knows how to stop one. That's the thing. I think they're great for a short window, but then trying to blow up a dance circle is very difficult. You need like a team spread out around the circle to then just converge and say, that's it. People just have to say, that's it, no more, back to normal dancing. But it's very tough.
Dance blob, please.
So,
Disperse.
yeah. So while I love a dance circle, I've been in a dance circle. I've enjoyed watching people, put on do brutal breakdancing. Shout out to our buddy Brody.
Oh yeah, saw a guy turn his leg backwards once upon a time.
Yeah. There are hilarious moments or fun moments, but yeah, the ending of it can be a problem. So I don't know where I fall on this one.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. Like Christine says, like Tom Petty says, the waiting's the hardest part. It's brutal when you're there. It's just a circle. Nobody wants to take the next turn. But Skeets, those are two things I always bring to a wedding. Willing to take a turn in a dance circle, and I love to close up a dance circle. If there's like 3 seconds of waiting, bring it, and then we're having a good time.
Yeah.
They're good for a limited time, but once it starts to stall out, you need to have the person who's willing to call it.
Yeah. And don't go in the dance circle and then your turn's over and then go back in.
Once a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
I would agree with that.
Yeah, like let everybody else have a turn in there.
I know JD doesn't, or I feel confident saying JD doesn't, but Skeets or Trey, do you guys have a go-to move that you'll do when a circle forms, or is it more dependent on the song that's playing?
I think it's dependent on the song a little bit. I can't remember the last time I was actually in a dance circle. It's been a while. I've been to weddings, wedding receptions, a handful over the last couple of years. I know there weren't many with the pandemic. I don't even remember a dance circle popping off in one of those that I was been to. So
that's the main place you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
Is at a wedding where everybody knows each other, or at least knows of each other. You're not putting out a dance circle in the middle of Rip Rocks when you're trying to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? What do you do when you go in? There's two schools of thought, I think, for the dance circlers out there. You're either mimicking the other people that have been going and doing moves, or you're doing a classic move, like a worm or a moonwalk or something along those lines. My go-to, I called it the gyroscope. Arms out, just body tilting and swirling around. Brought the house down at Plano High School junior year.
JD, I know you think dancing is stupid.
I went to a small school. We didn't have a lot of dances.
You barely had a circle. Yeah, it was like a square, 4 people around you.
Somebody did the Macarena. I was like, well, I'm going arms out.
JD, do you like a dance circle? Because I know you don't like dancing. So do you feel like this is a way for you to be included, maybe stand on the fringes and go clap, 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 clap?
I have nothing against dancing, actually. I just don't like to do it. That's it.
Do you like to watch me do it in the middle of a dance floor?
Man. Yes, of course.
All right, good.
Of course. I just don't like doing this swaying side to side. Like Christine says, you're sort of stuck. You're doing that.
You're stuck, yeah.
That thing. And, yeah, by the way, I would definitely have a move if I felt the need to go into a dance circle. It would be the Ricky Gervais point at everybody,
nice.
right? Then this thing, right? The twisting of the arms around, and then into a backspin.
What is that? Getting out of handcuffs?
I don't know. It's like
Twisting your arm.
The handcuffs.
It looks better if you're wearing
look cool,
if you have
actually.
cuffs. If you have like cuffs sort of out, it's sort of
The magician or something?
yes, something like that.
Right.
And then a backspin.
And then a backspin to exit. What about have any of you guys? Because there's a dance circle, which is what Christine's talking about, but there's also a more traditional dance circle, like the Jewish hora, perhaps, where you are in a circle, but everyone outside of the circle is moving.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes in a circle you're holding hands. Sometimes you're dipping in.
Yep.
You're dipping out, and then there still could be people in the middle. But the outside circle is moving. So do you think that's an innovation we should bring to the regular old dance circle?
100%.
Sure.
Yes. It's almost like a flash mob, like a choreographed sort of, in and out. It's like a square dance, I guess.
It's a cooler conga line.
It's way cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the tunnel? Matt?
Tunnel. Ooh.
How do you feel about the dance tunnel?
I actually really like the dance tunnel because I feel like that's the most inclusive because it's especially good when a lot of people don't know each other, and it's more inclusive because you're basically saying, we're starting this tunnel, everyone come into the tunnel, and then form the tunnel in back of us.
Yeah.
And you don't really have to do anything cool or dancey.
Well, you're not even really
smile.
dancing down a tunnel. I mean,
Well,
I know you can, but
soul training.
Yeah, you gotta have a strut.
You're right. The nice thing about a dance tunnel is there's a start and an end.
Yes.
Right? Because some people will get in these dance
the
circles,
tunnel.
let's be honest, and like they'll be in there for
Just
5
keep
minutes.
going.
Like you
Yeah,
need
that's
people
a
to
great
like
point.
take them
Yeah, it's a
out.
great
You're like,
point.
okay, man, it's not a performance here.
Enjoy your moment, but get out of there. Okay, well, that's dance circles. So wait, are we saying they're good? I'm saying they are good, even though they can be exclusive and annoying. Because you also have, there's the inclusive dance circle, but there's also the exclusive, like, girls' night out, you can't sit with us dance circle. Where they're
throw up a
forming
barrier.
a tight barrier and not letting anyone in.
Yeah.
So the dance circle is not necessarily inclusive, but I'm going to say overall it's good.
I think I am too.
Yeah.
After talking it out.
Same.
There's some issues with it. You need people to blow it up. You need people to bring it back together. But yeah, it is fun. I think people I know if I were to go to a wedding, my mom would love to watch a dance circle. There is that part. Some people are like, hey, this is fun. Oh, look at this
Great
guy.
time to watch.
What's this guy doing with his arms?
Does he have a gyroscope? I haven't seen that since 2000.
Some people, they don't want to, they're dancing. They're on the dance floor. They don't need to be in it, but they'll have fun watching someone, again, like try and break dance or, rip their pants in the middle of the dance floor. That's happened.
Yeah.
We've had friends that do that. So, yeah. Okay, I'm up. I'm good.
Okay, we're good with it. Amanda L. and Daniel F. ask, whistling. It's important. There's no G on this. Whistling. Is this good? Let's start with this. Did the dwarfs do us a disservice?
No.
They told us to
whistle while we work?
They told us to whistle while we work, but I would say there's nothing more annoying than hearing someone whistle while they work. Now, we used to work together in one office. I don't think anyone was a whistler.
I'm a bad whistler, but I will sprinkle in, a whistle of a song that I've heard. But not a lot, because I'm not very good at it. I think whistling's incredible, by the way. So good.
Will you only whistle songs that are whistle songs? Like, will you whistle like the riff to moves like Jagger or the solo to Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, or will you just whistle anything?
I'll whistle anything that's stuck in my head. I mean, I have a repetitive problem. Like, once a song gets stuck in my head, I mean, I will, say the lyrics over and over again. I don't even realize I'm saying them out loud, so it will sometimes turn into a whistle. But I look at whistling as this. I am so envious of people that can whistle loudly. Like, I whistle like a pussy. Like a baby.
Wait, are you talking 2 fingers in the mouth?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But that is not a whistle.
That's a whistle. What are you talking
That's
about?
not whistling. That's not whistling. That's a whistle.
Oh, that is whistling. The verb of that whistle is whistling. They are whistling.
To me, it's almost a different thing. That's like a huddle up.
That is so cool.
Trey, can you do
the
it?
Pinnacle of whistling.
That is so cool.
No, I wish, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like our friend Paul can do it. He's been able to do it his entire life, as long as I've known him. And it's like,
I thought they teach you that at like Lamaze class. They're like, this is how to give birth, and as a new dad, this is how to put 2 fingers in your mouth and whistle.
man, it's that high. Like I want you to be able to be blocks away from me, but in a time where I need to get your attention, to drop a loud whistle and you look over.
Like concert whistle.
Hell yeah.
So good.
It's so good, but I can't do it.
So you've no problem with like Trey while you're trying to do work whistling away beside you?
I mean, like not really, but if he were to keep doing it over and over and over again, then it starts
that's what whistlers do. It's like a tick.
You're
I mean, what
looking
if Trey was singing out loud beside you? That would be annoying.
Yeah. Well, he's got a nice voice.
Yeah, I do. I got an average whistle, but I'm like Skeets. It's like, I don't know, once every 2 weeks, a melody will get stuck in your head, and you'll whistle it 10 times in an hour. It's probably annoying for that day, but then the next day, it ain't a whistling in your head.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think in general, whistling is good, but there's just too many categories. Like if you get whistling in any song, sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Otis Redding,
Yeah.
Patience by Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
One.
Moves like Jagger. You're right. That actually is a whistle to it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I love whistling in a song.
The beginning of Winds of Change, a great whistle intro.
Yeah.
So you're just saying the problem you have with it would be someone like repetitively whistling, like doing it while you're around them, but that could be anything. Like again, if they were just reciting the lyrics, or they're just like mumbling something, like that's anything around someone in a workplace or whatever.
Yeah, I know, but this is my point, is that
irritate you.
if someone was like singing words out loud or making pigeon sounds next to you at a workplace, like going "Broo, broo, broo," or making laser sounds and going bing, bing,
Great
bing.
laser sound. That's your laser? Yeah, there. That's a bit better.
Okay, anyway.
Easy motor mouth, Jones.
We would clearly say like, hey, stop doing that, or that's rude. But somehow whistlers, because they're the most casual, carefree people in the world, zippity doo dying away, that like we think it's an asset, but it's not. It's annoying, and I think for them, I don't think they're as carefree as they want us to believe. I think that they're like, it's an anxious, nervous tick, just like humming or something. So
Yeah.
I don't think that whistlers should have the vaunted place in society that they currently do. I think they need to be taken down a peg. If you're whistling, I'd like to draw a distinction. If you're whistling as a tool, like to call your dog or something, or to attract a bird in the forest,
Sure.
that's cool as hell. Whistle away. But if you're whistling just to like,
Dixie.
Show off?
just to do a tune in the office, no, you can't do it.
Well,
I'm sorry, sir.
it is sort of fun, though, if someone who's pretty good at whistling... Like, I would rather hear Trey whistle a song than instead of sing the song, because then I might go, hey, what are you whistling? Like, you know, I'm hearing it. What song is that? I know the...
Yeah, it's like a game. It's name that tune.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Trey, can you whistle at all?
I'm mid at whistling. Give me a song.
No, I was gonna say, can you whistle a song and we'll try to guess what it is?
Yeah. Like, oh, you're good. Oh, like At Samore. Geez, that was fun.
Ah, it's good.
You're a pretty good whistler.
I don't know. It's not coming through the Zoom. I don't know. If I'm not joking. I literally could not hear. I just saw his lips first.
You turned off the whistle setting on your Zoom.
A low pass filter only.
I turned off the whistle go woo filter. I found a forum online called The Workplace where people can submit questions and like office experts will give them answers, like questions about office life, office culture. So someone asked like what they could do to stop a whistler in their office. And this is what the expert responded.
Okay.
I don't recommend confronting him directly because it could make your coworker feel awkward. Instead, on one particular occasion, when he's whistling, say something like, Bill, I'm trying to perform a difficult task, and that whistling is going right through my head. Can I ask you not to? Okay, but that's not where the end of the advice is. He says, he will probably comply, then absent-mindedly whistle again later.
Yeah, you ain't keeping Bill down.
Yeah.
But now that you've laid the groundwork, when it bothers you, you can say something like, hey, Bill, I'm having another can't hear whistling day.
Oh, God. Oh, my
God.
First off, his name is Bill. His name is Bill in the office, but outside of the office, that's Whistling Willie. All right. And the other part was the advice was don't confront him, and then the first it sounded like advice was confront him.
The hell out of him.
Yeah.
Bill, I'm trying to perform a difficult task, and that whistling is going right through my head.
It almost sounds like a compliment, I guess, in a way. I don't know why. Damn, I'm whistling so good, it's going straight through you.
And then
Bill Willie.
Whistling Willie would say,
Can't hear whistling day. That's really funny.
we work remotely. I highly doubt that because I've heard that whistling doesn't pass through the Zoom.
Yeah.
I love the phrase, like, I am having another, and then fill in the blank day, like, Susie, I'm having another can't hear about your goddamn kids day.
Yeah, basically this advice is tell everybody you know the thing you like the least that they do, just in case they do it again.
That's right. I'm having another can't smell another one of your farts day.
I'm having another don't bring your candles to work day.
Oh my God. So JD, whistling, you're good or no?
I'm fine with whistling. Why not? I mean, it comes up so rarely. It doesn't even sound like a thing. I don't know.
What do you mean? These people wrote in. I'm telling you, I know one of them. Daniel F, as I said. I don't know Amanda L, but I know Daniel F. For he is my cousin.
Oh.
And
He won't stop whistling at the dinner table.
No, he works with a guy that whistles.
Okay.
And he doesn't know what to do. It's pissing him off. And he's a doctor. These people are trying to save lives.
The Whistler is a doctor?
The Whistler is I don't know if the Whistler's a doctor. The Whistler might be support staff.
Okay.
Could be a nurse. Could be an RN. But
Well, Tassa's brother-in-law is the Whittler, not the Whistler.
all right, when we get into jokes that four people understand, that's when it's time to move on. All right, so far, I would say both of these have generated discussion.
I don't know why you were worried
Yeah.
that was going to be an issue. When have we ever been brief on any of these?
Okay, guys, I'm having another can't hear you keep yelling at me day. Everett T asks, riding on the back of a motorcycle, is this good? I've ridden on the back of a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I have a scar on my leg for when I burned my calf on the tailpipe.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah, those things
dangerous.
get hot,
Yep.
and I was not warned.
Yep.
Was not warned about that.
Who were you on the back with? Just out of curiosity. Who was driving the motorcycle?
It was my my uncle. It's not like technically my uncle, but my uncle. He had a motorcycle, and he like Yeah, he was.
When you walked up to it, did you go, whoa?
I said, sick hog. Sick hog, uncle.
Nice.
Anyways, I think it's fine, and I think more people should do. But you can't tell me that there's not gender roles around motorcycling.
for
It's
sure.
always the woman on the back with the man driving.
Yeah.
And JD, you're a motorcycle enthusiast.
I enjoy riding a motorcycle.
Have you ever been on the back of a motorcycle?
Oh, of course. Yeah, 100%. And there's
you love
nothing
it?
wrong with it. Yeah.
Nothing wrong.
But I've like when you say riding pillion, I've always sort of gripped the back.
You don't do
The hug.
I don't
Titanic hug?
I don't do the or even like the grabbing of the love handles sort of thing. I've never done that.
No. With my uncle, I was doing a full like.
I'm holding
Janet
my
Jackson
hands
on the
up.
cover of Vanity Fair.
I'm not like I'm at tit level right now for the camera, but
Yes.
down here it's like I've never done that. There's always something I hold on to back there, and also the only time I've ever actually hugged the person in front of me was when I was my dad driving the motorcycle when I was little.
Right.
But
Yeah. But it's also fun when you're on the back because they give you the speech. They're like, hey, you can't just sit still because the weight transfer is very important. So when I'm turning, you hug that turn. And you're on the back of the motorcycle and you start feeling like, I'm killing it back here. I'm practically driving this
co-pilot in this thing.
I'm like...
My leans are killing it.
the success
Transfer weight left
I
to
got
right.
newsflash for you. You're not doing anything.
Yeah, you don't have to lean.
Yeah.
No. My
You're
uncle
just
told me
sitting
No,
I was
I
doing
think your
a great
uncle's
job.
just saying that.
Trey and Skeets, you want to give me a good or not good on this ride
Yeah,
back
I'm
on the
totally,
motorcycle?
totally fine with it. I don't think it's
Totally
happening
fine.
all that often, but I can't imagine like a scenario like these people that are like, no, I can't do that. Like, I don't know, like there's an emergency of some sort and you've got to get to the hospital. Your wife, something happened to your wife, and the guy's like, just jump on the back of the motorcycle. And the guy's like,
I
I
can't.
can't.
Can't have my balls so
don't know
close
who's
to
gonna
your
sit
ass.
Do it. I can't do
Your
it.
wife is dying, man. Just
Let her
jump
go.
on. Can I drive? Well, I'm right here. Just jump on. Like, no, I can't.
I
do it.
will say
That's insane.
It's much better to be the one in front. There's no doubt.
Oh, I was gonna say the only thing bad about this is like, who's driving the
yeah.
motorcycle?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get on the back of a motorcycle with someone that I trust, I know is a good driver, whatever, and you're like, of course this is fine. But like someone that you're like, I don't really trust this person all that much. Then I'm on pins and needles a bit.
Yeah.
But I do wonder, do you think people have the same opinion, Matt? The people that don't think it's good to ride on the back of a motorcycle, think they feel the same way about a snowmobile?
Wow, you just blew my mind.
Didn't I?
There's a lot more room on that.
A lot more room.
Yeah,
Got a lot more
longer seat.
clothing on, too.
That's true. That's true.
How about a jet
A
ski?
horse.
A jet ski.
Jet ski is a good
Well,
one.
yeah. A horse.
A horse? No way.
Well, I would say...
That's right. Draw the lines.
yeah, well, you're basically just the passenger, so you wouldn't get upset if your wife was driving your car and you were in the passenger seat.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
fine. Just get on the back of the motorcycle, guys. I scroll all the internet forums for this because I just like to see. I like to get a sense of what people are saying. And this just one sentence struck me. This is from Pat Patton on Quora. Now, if you read something on Quora, it's gospel. Yeah. Quora is truly since I started the show, one of my favorite sites on the internet. He just wrote very succinct. Maybe I'll read this in the voice that I think Pat Patton said this in. I own the bike. No one but me will drive it. These are ownership rules, not sex rules.
All right, Pat.
Respect, Pat. Okay.
Here's a picture of me and my girlfriend at the time on a motorcycle.
Hell yeah.
That was fun.
You're wearing Come on, that's not you.
That's you. That's me. Yeah.
That's him. That's
That's
amazing.
in '92.
That's cool.
Who's Hog?
That was a rental.
Oh.
But I kind of
a
rented it
rented
for
hog, huh?
it was basically mine for the summer.
You're in the front.
Yes.
Oh man.
I thought you said you were. Here's an example of me riding on the back of a motorcycle.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I mean, we
You
have
look
a
cool, man.
similar look, I guess.
You do have to admit you have longer hair than her.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
It was the '90s, man.
That's on me. All right. Josh L asks, peeing through the zipper hole. Is this good? Okay, so this one had me wondering. We had the standing to wipe debate. Like, do you sit to wipe or stand to wipe?
Right.
And I learned that a lot more people stand to wipe than I thought. It really shook me to my core. I'm like, am I doing this wrong? Should I start doing this? I will tell you right now, I have never done this. I've never pulled it through the zipper hole.
Never.
Never.
Interesting.
Not once.
That's
it's never even. I mean, obviously, I see the
mind-blowing.
underwear. I know there's a hole there. I know there's a zipper. But I'm not. I'm pulling the underwear down.
Wait,
Not in that order. I mean, hold on. What are you doing with your pants first?
Okay, I'm unbuttoning my pants. I'm
Yeah.
unzipping my pants. I'm pulling the underwear down.
Yeah, but it's not like over the butt.
go
You're not
on.
pulling down to your knees. at a urinal.
like Wilson looking over the fence in Home Improvement. And that's what I'm doing. Now, are you guys going right through?
I mean, I have done exactly what you have just described. I've also peed through the zipper hole.
Oh, really?
I mean,
When do you do which?
Variety is the piss of life, right?
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Only one.
I don't know when I. Well, I think I was recently in a Zaxby's, and I went through the zipper hole. This happened 20 minutes ago.
Because you knew this was coming.
I think so.
The Z's are on the
I
mind.
knew this was going to be a topic, and I, like, subconsciously, I think it's like, well, I'm trying this.
Gotta remember what it's like. It's a bit of a lost art these days, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's dangers with it. There's the zipper itself. There's the, obviously, get it out of there and get it back in clean, not make it a mess.
But did you go through the fly of your boxers if they have?
No.
So you have to.
It was like
it was like
a
pull
push.
down.
Yeah. Big zipper.
Oh, wait,
big
what?
Zipper.
So you pulled down your underwear and then shot it through? That doesn't count.
I tried it at a
That's a wild way to
Zaxby's.
do it.
That is so weird.
You have to
That is
do
a
that
weird way
at
to do it.
Zaxby's.
That's a crazy way to do it.
Oh, there's a sign that says like employees must wash hands.
And patrons
Urinators
must urinate
must-
through the zipper
Must
hole.
yank the anaconda above the underwear but through the zipper. It sounds like an Indiana Jones riddle. Okay, but so I think most people think it's like a duality. Your choices are go over the top or go through.
Yeah.
But I actually see going over the top as a middle ground between going through and pulling your underwear and pants around your ankles.
Oh, God.
That's the most extreme.
Oh yeah, if you ever,
Yes.
I mean, it's scarred in my brain of walking into the men's locker room in high school and my coach at the urinal,
Oh
and the pants and the underwear on the floor.
Coach? He's supposed to be setting an example.
An older man.
That's crazy.
An older Irish
He
man.
was doing it on purpose.
Oh, I don't.
We talking like what was he doing with his hands, like behind the head sort of thing, or
I don't think
was
his
he-
hands were. I just remember pants and underwear
Wow.
on the floor, and it was one of the tall urinals. I don't know why this makes it worse in my head, but like the floor to that goes all the way to the floor.
Floor ceiling urinals.
You know why it makes it worse? Because
You're like-
his pants and his underwear are down on the ground,
yeah.
and the urinal starts right there, 2 inches, 3 inches.
Pointless.
Yeah.
Pointless.
That is the ultimate question, because I would assume that the reason people do that is like, oh, well, it's cleaner because I won't get any dribble on my underwear or pants. But you've put your underwear and pants in the place
and
where there is the
splashback
most
alone.
No, but like a collective pool of pee.
Yeah, yes.
We did it all the time in college. Called it the fourth grade piss because you look like a fourth grader.
It's funny, yeah.
And hilarious. Anytime somebody would come into the
Yeah.
bathroom after you, you just standing there.
It's a great bit. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
There's no
very
doubt.
funny bit. But basically, there's something about Mary ruined peeing through the zipper hole
Yeah,
for
I
people,
think
right?
so.
Like that's when Ben Stiller zips his
Yeah.
Franks and his beans up in the zipper. But I think this is very good. I think people should do more of it. I had a big change during the pandemic. Started tucking in my undershirts, started wearing boxers, and at that point I was like, that's why they got this hole.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
See, I don't wear boxers, so like I don't
same.
I don't even have the ability. If I'm going to do it in a Zaxby's where I pull down my zipper, then I have to then maneuver all of it because there's no hole built into the underwear.
Right.
Don't you? What do you have? Boxer briefs? They don't have holes in them?
Not some of the ones I
Some of
have.
them don't.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's a real sporty Ken doll vibe.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, like setting it up is fine. It's getting everything back in through that zipper hole and getting organized. You're just better off. I'm probably just gonna unbutton anyways, right?
Yeah, and it's also nice to get some air down there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love
And
that
I
movie.
think the unsaid thing, everyone's being too polite to say it. Your decision on whether to go over the top or through has something to do with the size of
Your ding dong.
your Petzl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Which can vary from moment to moment. Also, right?
Good point. Were you just on the back of a motorcycle or not?
Yeah.
I didn't poll the people for any of these, but I saw that GQ did do a poll in 2016. The question was, please help us settle this peeing debate once and for all. The options were over the fence or through the gate. And 58% of people were over the fencer. So honestly, it's less than I thought. It's still the majority, but it is less than I thought.
I think you can switch it up. Like I said, variety is the piss of life.
So true.
Variety is the piss of life, as they say. Let's go to this one. Michael R. asks, wearing hats to a restaurant, is this good? I'm going to say this one for me, I don't like it. I don't think this is good. Mm-hmm. But I cannot come up with like a coherent reason for it. So I'm trying to be okay with it, but I still don't like it. Trey, I would say you're the biggest hat wearer. Maybe JD could give you a real run for the money in the Milner department. But do you wear hats at a nicer restaurant?
Places you would never see me wearing a hat are at a restaurant for dinner, nighttime,
Okay.
and indoors.
Okay.
If you're having a lunch outside, wear a hat.
Sure.
If you're having a lunch inside, maybe. But there should be a little bit higher level of class when you're going out for a dinner, and you're probably not wearing a hat for that. At least I'm not.
So you're equating hat with not classy.
That's
like
right. I'm assuming we're talking about like a ball cap rather than like a fedora that you would wear to keep your head warm during the transits. But yeah, a baseball hat, not to a dinner.
But in this world where street style is like in a sense the highest style, and like somebody's hat might be like by some designer, and it's like could be a Balenciaga hat, and it costs more than everyone else's outfit at the table combined, yet it's still not classy. It's sort of odd, isn't it? I mean, I agree with you, but I don't know. It's confusing because then sometimes like high tea, the classiest thing you could do, women will be wearing a big old hat inside, and then now suddenly that's as sophisticated as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's a daytime.
You're not gonna see a man wearing a hat at high tea, even if they walked in with a top hat or a derby.
Take it off.
They're taking that off.
Why though?
I don't know. Tradition. My mother would say it's rude. She would not allow me to wear a hat in the house.
Believe me, my parents too. My grandmother won't even let me talk to her on FaceTime with a hat on. Because you know why? She says she wants to see my beautiful face.
Oh,
that's
I
right.
say, the hat's up here.
Yeah.
I'm even wearing like a flat brimmed, like almost like a bicycle cap style. So it's pointed up. You could see everything.
Like the Fresh Prince?
Yeah,
like
you know
Jesper
me.
Parnevik?
A ciele, Skeets. And yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's like, you walk into church with a hat as a man. You take it off, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
You walk into church wearing a hat as a woman, you leave it on. Mm-hmm. You walk into synagogue with a hat, best thing you could do.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
It's very confusing.
Hat rules, very
Hat
confusing.
rules are confusing.
Yeah. Is it good or not? That's the whole point
I
of the podcast.
still think it's not good, but if I hadn't been told my whole life that it's bad, I don't think I would.
Oh,
think
it's bad. It's unequivocally bad. It's bad. It's bad.
There are variables where it's okay.
Yeah, if it's like
sure.
a dirty old pub or what do you call those? Skid bar? Not a skid bar. What am I thinking?
Bar?
Dive bar. Yeah, a dive bar is fine. Skid bar. I'm still in the washroom at Zaxby's.
You ever tried pooing out of the hole?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's next level.
I just got a union suit, actually. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Just haven't had the urge.
Yeah, no. Wearing hats in restaurants is just simply bad. I mean, I do it all the time, but it's bad.
But Matt's whole point is, it's why. Why is it bad? Just except we've been told that it's disrespectful.
You might be keeping a gun under that hat. That's the worry. That's the worry for the old timers.
Well, I did read that this tradition might have started in medieval times when the knight when he would come into your domicile or your dwelling, he would take his helmet off as a sign that he trusted you.
Right,
he wasn't worried about you stabbing him in the eye with a bread knife.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
But then I read someone else that said it's rude because it gives your host the impression that you'll be leaving soon. Get the fuck out of here. We'll leave your hat on and get out. Gregor asks, GPS turn-by-turn audio on in your car. See, you're going somewhere, you have the GPS on, but it's cutting into the music going,
I hate it.
Turn left. Is this good? Let's start with a show of hands. Who has the audio on their GPS on?
Come on.
Wow,
No
you'll
hands.
notice that no one raised their hand.
No, that's insane to me.
Okay, so then sub-question. Doesn't it drive you up the wall when you get into someone's car and they have it on?
I can't remember the last time it's happened. I mean,
Happened to me a week ago.
Really?
Yeah, our good friend Jared,
Oh, Jared.
he had that thing blasting.
really?
Yeah, and it's annoying, you're right, Matt, because you're listening to music or maybe a podcast or whatever, and then suddenly this very shrill, loud, robotic-like voice is telling you to stay left. And it's like we're taking one road from where we were going. And it's like, whoa! And then it's like, oh, he's trying to get all the volumes right. And it's like, I never have it on in my car.
Man,
I have it in a good spot just to look at it, to obviously follow the directions. But yeah, I don't need the audible cue.
Yeah, I'm the same. My phone's on mute at all times.
Yeah.
For notifications, for messages, for literally everything. So you ain't getting me with a lady telling me which way to go. Stay straight for 168 miles. Gotcha.
Not having the audio on will cause you like 1 out of every 20 times you're in the car to make a mistake that you probably wouldn't have made if you had the cue. Worth it though, right?
Totally.
Because you will have some people in the car going like, you missed the turn. Why don't you just turn the audio on? You say, it's not worth it. I'm sorry. This 8-minute detour is not worth having the audio on at all times.
Yeah.
Okay, JD, you're with us.
100%.
Yeah, I wish the audio with these, be it Google Maps, Apple's version, whatever, like it was just like, only tell me when I need it.
Right. Exactly.
Only talk to me when I'm about to miss the turn or whatever. But you don't have to tell me every single step. In this journey.
Yeah.
But
it should be in your head knowing that you're going like do 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 do, singing along,
Whistling.
moves like Jagger, whistling along.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, get in the right lane right now because you got to make this turn.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a setting that was just like if there was an accident ahead or a slowdown ahead, and that's the only thing it would tell you.
Oh, yeah. Like speed traps and stuff, too.
Yeah.
That people like Waze or whatever.
Yeah.
You can change the voice.
Yeah.
Remember that was like a big deal for like 3 weeks. Like,
Right.
Shaq can tell you how to drive.
C-3PO.
All right, we're going to do one more because this one is from Nora A.
Yeah.
Oh, one wife of JD Skeets. She says, taking the middle of the bread out, is this good? So my first question is this something you do, Skeets, that annoys her? Is it something she does that annoys you? What's the answer?
Well, I'll tell you what the answer is. It's definitely not something that I do. It's something she'll do occasionally, and I know it's something you do, Matt Austin, which I think is a part of the reason why
Sometimes
she
I
sent this
will
in.
do it. Sometimes
Yes.
I will do it. Not proud. Not proud.
Yeah, I asked her, why do you do it? I find this
Good question.
Just don't eat the bread. If you're that worried about eating the bread, don't eat the bread. And her comeback was, it was twofold. One, she wants the ingredients within a sandwich to be the star, and sometimes the bread can overpower such a sandwich. I said, okay. So she'll then remove a little bit of it. And we're talking generally sort of burger buns or stuff like that. She did say she draws the line on bagels. I know MattyO has ripped
No,
out.
that's where I start the line.
Well, okay. And she says she will not go that far. I've never seen her do that. But anyway, we're talking back to the bun. And the other part is she just likes, in some cases, it helps the structural integrity of the sandwich if it's being topped up. Hollowed out a little bit. There's some pockets in there for some of the ingredients. I mean, it all makes sense, but I don't think it's needed, is my thing.
Yeah.
And I think the bun should be just as much. It should be a co-star to the rest of the stuff. The bun's important. I know you buy crappy buns for burgers and stuff like that sometimes, but I'm never doing it.
100% of the time, if it's a bagel, I am cutting that middle out. Like a Big Mac sized
Wow.
disc of bagel.
Yes, JD, yes.
And I just throw it across the street.
Buy the thin bagels.
No wonder.
No. First of all, you need to hear something. We have no respect for your New York bagels. We have no respect. We will not show any deference to them. We are scooping those things out because that's like a full loaf of bread in that thing. Now, we're talking a Montreal bagel, a little airier, a little lighter, maybe a little sweeter.
Yeah.
We respect those, okay?
Okay.
We're not scooping those.
No, not a
you
much.
So
Montreal bagel-
the New York bagel you're scooping because it's too much.
We're scooping. Because you can't have more than one. I want two because maybe I want to do like...
You would have had two if you had just eaten one.
I would have had two if I'd just eaten one.
Yeah, one fully with the middle.
That's a riddle. That's a riddle. I gotta stop. Are you the Sphinx? Trey, you don't seem like someone that would ever stoop to cutting the middle of the bread up.
Never. Never. I will say, I mean, the crust is the best part of bread. You can't deny it.
Facts.
Yes. Okay,
and
we all
surely
agree on
there
that.
are times when it's fine. Like, and I understand why people would do it. I don't think it's bad, but I'm not going out of my way to tear out my middles. I respect the crumb.
I don't like, honestly, the mess you make too. I've seen you do it, Matt.
Yeah, you create a little ball, like
I
a dough
don't like
ball.
that at all.
You could use it as an eraser.
Yeah. So that part really turns me off too.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Look, I told you, I'm not proud of it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need more. Like on a bagel brunch, my favorite thing is the lox. I just want as much lox as possible. So sometimes on my second round, I will hollow out the bagel so I can eat more lox.
Right. So
I'm
you're
sorry.
making like
Again,
a little
I'm not proud of it.
moat or something for your stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, don't
Let the
apologize.
salmon swim.
You're doing the right thing.
Wow. I can't believe you do that, JD. That blows my mind.
Why?
I don't know.
Go to a
usually
bagel
above-
shop.
you're
Give
usually
it to me
above
Big Mac
things like
style.
I
this.
thought you were a man.
I am a man. I'm a man who enjoys not a huge fucking piece of dough in my gut.
Moderate-sized bagel.
You know how progressive this guy is? He's scooping out the middle of a bagel while riding pillion on the back of a motorcycle.
That is right.
All right.
All right, guys, when people need help navigating life's biggest decisions when they're lost, confused at a crossroads, they seek our wise counsel, and we deliver an airtight verdict. It's time to settle this. Remember that if you need advice or you found yourself in a quandary or a pickle, you can email us at isthisgoodpod@gmail.com and tell us what's going on. We'll help you, just like we're about to help this person. Hey, let's see if you guys were listening. Emailing us at isthisgoodpod@gmail.com. What pillar of the pyramid is that?
Email was the third one up.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I mentioned it.
I don't think you did.
I gotta
Everyone
redo
up
the
was
whole
reviews
pyramid.
and stuff.
Yeah. I don't think you did
Yeah.
say emailing.
Okay, stay tuned next week. I will redo the pyramid.
Okay.
We're gonna iterate, we're gonna make it better. All right. Hi, guys. I love magic. I practiced it as a kid and enjoy going to magic shows. Sometimes I watch Penn and Teller fool us on YouTube. Watching these clips in front of my girlfriend is how I learned that, well, she really hates magic. She always says that she, quote, doesn't like to be tricked. My work hired a magician to do a magic show over Zoom for our holiday party this year. We'll come back to that. And that made me want to start practicing some card tricks again. The problem is that my girlfriend won't let me perform for her unless I reveal how the tricks work when I'm done. What should I do? Thanks, Tom C. So what would you tell Tom here? He's in a bit of a pickle because he loves magic and he's excited about it. He wants to show his girlfriend, but his girlfriend doesn't like to be tricked. And she wants him to reveal his secrets, which is in direct contravention of the magician's oath.
Yep.
You never tell them how you did the trick. So what do you suggest Tom does here?
Well, I think he should follow his passion here. He
Okay.
He obviously wants to get back in the magic game, as he should.
Yes.
Now this conflict with the girlfriend, I think he can just do magic without having to do the tricks on her. Right?
So you're saying find a different audience. Don't
Absolutely.
Even, but they live together. Like, who else is he doing it in front of?
Well, he's going, I'm sure, to magic conventions, hangouts, little meetups.
It's not what magic conventions are. Magic conventions are to purchase tricks and to see experts in the field on various panels talk about new innovations.
Well,
They're
then
not just
put
sit
your
there showing
girlfriend in a
people
box
tricks.
and make her disappear, man.
That's
okay,
exactly
get her
right.
in.
That's right. Get
Cut her in
a
half.
new girlfriend.
Wow, cut her in
This
half.
is your passion, man.
Yeah.
You gotta get rid of her. I'm sorry, girlfriend.
Now,
yeah,
would you
exactly.
suggest making her disappear, or would you suggest sawing her in half?
an amicable split in half?
That would be such a Penn and Teller line. Like,
if you cut your wife in half, you'd have to scoop out the middle.
That's
of her.
right. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Cut her into
That's
3
too
pieces.
we believe in body positivity, not bagel positivity. So, well, let me ask you this, Trey. Does it annoy you? Do you have a penchant for magic, and does it annoy you? Because I have to admit, it annoys me when someone shows me a trick, and I'm like, God damn it, that was a really good trick. The first thing you want is just tell me how you did it.
Gotta agree. I mean, that's the key to magic, is not knowing how it was done and wanting to know how it was done. It's so frustrating. But if I'm Tom Cruise here and Katie's asking me for the secrets of Scientology, or she's gonna leave, I'm telling her. Who cares? She hates magic anyways.
Yeah.
Explain to her how you do it. She is not the audience. She is your practicing partner.
Exactly.
You are in love with each other. She can support you through this. You can support her by telling her how you do the tricks, and then you can do it for some fools who are impressed by it.
Let's get to an is this good that Tom Cruise hid in his email. Hiring a magician to do magic over Zoom for your holiday party. First of all, why are you having a holiday party over Zoom?
God.
That's your first problem. Would you like to see some close-up magic over Zoom?
You got some?
JD, do your dance real quick.
Oh, I could do a trick act. Oh, shoot. Do I have
Anybody can do a trick on Zoom. That's the thing.
That's right.
Oh, look at this. Whoa, oh, no. Watch, I can make a water bottle appear out of nowhere. It's easy.
Hercules.
Secrets revealed.
I'm into it.
Should we pause this recording so I could find a deck of cards? No, I don't think that'll be working.
I would honestly say no. And I love magic.
You're just gonna annoy this guy's girlfriend.
I don't know. Maybe they're doing it over Zoom during the pandemic, this holiday party and all that. Like, it'd be better than, like, doing this, like, hanging out. I mean, watch a guy do some cool tricks or a woman do some cool tricks. I mean, like, I went to, like, a bar once. And, like, sometimes they'll be, I don't know why, but there was a magician, a close-up magician.
Yeah.
And you're like, this was awesome. Like,
Nice tricks.
this is great. Like, when someone's good at it. I love magic. You know my feelings on David Blaine. Is that even magic? Well, geez.
That's not magic. That's endurance. Well, some of it's magic.
But it's
Some
both.
of it's magic.
Both. It's both.
Yeah. He got so good at magic, he moved on.
Yeah, he mastered it. So, yeah. Okay, I like that. I like what Trey said, though, to settle this. I mean, I guess just...
Let her into your world.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she could go up and blow up your spot. If you break up, all that work you put into it could be gone. That is a worry.
Make her your assistant. The assistant knows.
That's so true.
Right.
Oh, JD, make her feel a part of it. She does hate magic, but maybe she'll enjoy being a part of it.
She doesn't
Maybe
like
she
being
just doesn't
tricked. She likes tricking other people.
Yeah,
though, maybe.
yeah.
Oh, JD, you just solved it. You just solved it.
You're welcome.
Settled.
Settled.
Ta-da!
Only one thing left to do, guys, and that is to play subjective trivia. Subjective trivia, it's just like regular trivia, except only I know the answer. So as we discussed, you've just come back from All-Star Weekend where you saw a dunk contest. Is the dunk contest back? Who knows, because you haven't seen it yet. Probably not. If I had to guess, I'm going to say probably not.
Right.
But that does lead me to today's question, which is, what is the best food dunking combo? So
Wow.
Okay.
Oreos in
Oreos
milk,
in milk, yeah.
is off the board, because obviously that's going to win.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like Vince Carter in the dunk contest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 2000, Vince Carter.
Right.
It's over.
Okay.
Putting his elbow right through that thing. Biscotti in a latte. Yeah, like those are the classic dunkers. So those are none of your options. JD, could you please put up the options? All right.
Ooh, this is
Grilled
good.
cheese and tomatoes.
Man.
Okay.
Pizza crust and ranch. Chips and guac. mozzarella sticks in marinara. Ugh, I don't like how I said that. JD, 3, 2, 1. Mozzarella sticks in marinara. Pita in hummus. So you got 5 options there: grilled cheese and tomato soup, pizza crust and ranch, chips and guac, Moz sticks in marinara, and pita in hummus. What's the best food dunking combination? And you know what? It's funny. Let's be honest. Once you take Oreos and milk off the board, these are all more dipping than they are dunking.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the problem with the dunk contest. People are dipping too much when they should be dunking.
I do appreciate you putting these choices on a background with a basketball player, so us dumb jocks can understand the parallels between dunking.
So you
and
see,
dipping.
the guy on the left is dunking a basketball,
Imagine
but on the
ball
right,
was a chip.
yeah, you have food options for dunking. And I do have my answer written on this
Yeah,
card,
of course.
obviously.
We got to
so
put ourselves
Man,
in the
these are
head of
all
Matt
good.
Austin. Is there anything that he doesn't like on this list? Like food? I feel like he likes most of these.
Yeah. Say this is tough.
Are you a pizza crust and ranch guy?
I was gonna say I can't remember ever seeing Matt do that. I can't really remember seeing Matt do the old Mozzie sticks either.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's
because I don't know how to order marinara.
Yeah,
Marinara.
I have a guess right off the top
What
of
do
my
you got,
head.
JD?
Well, it's the dunk contest. It's February. It's chilly. Grilled cheese and tomato soup, and also the soup is hot, so I think that adds an extra level of danger, maybe, to incorporating that into a dunk. So my gut is telling me grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Keep in mind, the bread of the grilled cheese is going to get really soggy in the tomato soup because I've scooped most of it out.
Yeah, confirmed bread hater.
I love bread at the bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah, this is a
I
tough
guess
call.
my gut immediately goes to chips and guac.
That's what I'm looking at first too. I know this
Yeah.
guy does love a cho.
He loves
the
a
nacho.
cho.
He does. You're right.
Loves a cho. That's where
I'm in on chips and guac as well.
Okay.
It's essential.
Yeah. It's to me it's almost like the bar equivalent of Oreos and milk.
Yeah, but chips and
comes to
guac is
dipping-
not a nacho. Chips and
also
guac is
true.
an
I know,
it's a
I know.
separate thing.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying.
But he loves them.
Oh, I know. All right,
Okay,
what's
so are you
next?
going chips and guac?
Yeah, chips and guac.
Give me chips.
Okay. I will say that the answer for me came down to 2 options. Chips and guac versus pita in hummus. And ultimately, I had to decide, and I thought that a tortilla chip on its own is salted and much more flavorful than a pita on its own. So as my answer, I had to go with pita in hummus. But now, let me turn the tables. I'm going to guess for you, Skeets, your answer would be grilled cheese and tomato soup, because I've seen you dip those before, and I know you like them.
I think that on that list is the ultimate combo, the best food probably on the list, or at least like together. But I don't do it all that often is the thing. I think my answer would have been chips and guac.
Oh, really?
Just in
Okay.
terms of like, I'm doing that 100 times more than I'm actually doing grilled cheese and a tomato soup.
You gotta make 2 dishes.
As much as I like it. Yeah, good point.
Keep going. I like this new twist to it where you try and guess what everybody else's is.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Trey.
I think.
Give me Moz and marinara.
Oh, I thought he's a pizza guy.
Chips and guac.
Oh,
Absolutely,
man.
chips and guac. Yeah.
Wow.
Get a fat dip of that guac.
Okay, JD.
Shut up, my guy. Woo.
Crust and ranch.
Oh, God.
No way.
Get out of here. It's
Man, this is hard.
it's grilled
grilled
cheese.
cheese.
It's
Yeah,
grilled
cheese.
cheese. Grilled cheese and tomato.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You see how difficult we have it
Yeah.
every week on this show?
It's like everyone has a different opinion about things. Well, that's subjective trivia. Guys, we did it. Another episode in the books. Have fun in Utah, even though you're already back.
Right.
Thank you.
Do you want to tell people where they could find you, Skeets and Trey?
Yeah. Follow us at No Dunks Inc. INC on the end on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. Obviously, you can search for No Dunks on YouTube. No shows on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. We had a show today when you're listening to this podcast. Recapping.
You had one on President's Day?
Yes, we did. Recapping
Oh, it's a
All-Star
little
Weekend.
rude, don't you think?
Which we've already gone to, and then we'll have a Friday drop podcast, Thursday show. So anyway, just check it out.
You want to do? Do you think you could do a President's themed bit on today's show?
No.
thank you.
I agree.
Also, like,
I mean, we didn't do it yet, but we didn't do a President's Day bit. We
Right.
didn't. We didn't.
also,
No,
President's Day should be moved now to the day after the Super Bowl. Like, that should be the Monday off.
Okay. You're right. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm with
I don't
you.
think anyone gets President's Day off, do they?
No, banks do and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Schools
yeah,
do.
Schools do.
Schools
yeah.
Why
Not
not
us
just
podcasters.
just move the Super Bowl to Presidents?
Well, they're trying to. I think they're meeting. They're converging, right?
They're slowly
NFL's
coming
getting
together.
longer.
Right.
Presidents
So we're a week
staying the same.
What are we? A week away. We're a week away.
We're a week away.
So close. So
keeps-
close.
There keeps being more presidents.
That's true.
Imagine like when we're celebrating this in the future, there's gonna be so many more presidents to celebrate.
Oh, do you think that then maybe in the future they'll have a week prior to actual President's Day? Right now, we'll celebrate we'll celebrate the good presidents, and then the following Monday celebrate the bad ones.
Good
I don't know how we
President's Day and
celebrate
bad
them.
presidents.
Yeah,
There.
yeah. It should be like the Chinese zodiac. Like every year, we're celebrating one president. Like,
Oh, that's a
Okay.
good
I like
idea.
that.
you know, it's like Grover Cleveland this year. Like, oh man,
Year of the Rutherford
Yeah.
B. Hayes. What a big one.
Okay, there's something there.
there's something there. What a digression. Guys, so sorry about the podcasting pyramid of housekeeping. Gonna work on that. But in the meantime, if you have topics, tweet them to me at StartersMatt. Email us at isthisgoodpod@gmail.com. Rate us on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube. Thanks for listening. Thanks to JD. Thanks to Skeets and Trey for coming on. Thanks in advance for leaving that 5-star review for everyone. I'm Matt Austin, and this was good. We'll see you next week.